Imagine waking up to find out that Warren Zaïre-Emery could potentially leave PSG. And that sentence alone should make people stop for a second. Because we are talking about a player who was supposed to be the face of PSG's future, a Paris Academy product, a midfielder who broke into the first team as a teenager, a player Didier Deschamps had in the French squad at 17, a player Luis Enrique has trusted in massive games. And now all of a sudden we're having conversations about whether PSG could lose him. Nah, that is interesting. So the question is not just should Warren Zaïre-Emery leave PSG? The real question is, why would so many clubs be interested if that door opens? Let's find out. So Warren Zaïre-Emery is 20 years of age, and as we know, he came through the PSG academy, right-footed, and he's mainly a central midfielder, although this season he has also been used deeper and even at right-back. That versatility is important because under Luis Enrique, PSG do not really carry passengers. Everybody has to press, everybody has to rotate, everybody has to understand space. And Zaïre-Emery fits the idea perfectly. This season in Ligue 1, he played 32 games, scoring 3 goals and 4 assists, and had a pass completion rate of just under 94%. But with him, the stats only tell part of the story. Because when you watch Zaïre-Emery, the first thing that stands out is not one flashy skill, it's the maturity. So this is the fun part, and it fascinates me the most because Zaïre-Emery is not one of those midfielders who looks good because he's constantly doing something dramatic. He doesn't need to play Hollywood passes every 5 minutes. He doesn't need to shoot from 30 yards. He doesn't need to make the game about himself. He's just a player who understands rhythm. Receive, protect, release, move again. And that might sound simple, but at the highest level, that is very difficult to do. Looking at his strengths, passing, holding onto the ball, dribbling, that tells you the type of midfielder that he is. He's press resistant. He can take the ball in tight spaces. He can hold off pressure. He can turn out of contact. And he has that low center control where defenders think they have trapped him, then suddenly he has shifted his body and escaped. This is why PSG trust him in the midfield. This is why Luis Enrique trusts him in the midfield. Because in a team that wants to dominate possession, you need players who do not panic when the pitch gets crowded. And Zaïre-Emery rarely looks rushed. If you look at his heat map, it also tells you a lot. He's not just stuck in one area. He moves across the midfield. He drops deep to help build. He pushes forward when the space opens. He covers wide areas. And when PSG need him to fill in at right back, he can do that as well. That's a massive part of his value. It gives a manager control without killing that flexibility. Like, if you're a Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Bayern, whoever, that profile is gold. Because modern midfielders are not just midfielders anymore. They have to defend transitions. They have to press. They have to receive under pressure. They have to carry the ball. They have to rotate into different zones. And then they have to make good decisions at speed. And it's quite a lot. Zaïre-Emery does a lot of that just naturally. In the Champions League this season, he completed over 91% of his passes. That is not just neat and tidy football, that is reliability under pressure. And the Ligue 1, Fotmob had him creating 42 chances. So again, this is not just a safe passer hiding behind sideway balls. He can connect play, he can progress attacks, he can arrive around the box, and he can help his team sustain pressure. For me, his biggest strength is that he makes the game look calmer. Some midfielders, they can add a bit of chaos, but Zaïre-Emery, he adds control. And at 20 years of age, to me, that is ridiculous. So should clubs be interested in Warren Zaïre-Emery? Of course, because players like this do not come around very often. He's only 20 years of age, yet he already has hundreds of minutes in the Champions League, experience playing under Luis Enrique, 2 Champions League titles, experience playing in France, playing for France, and he's playing in multiple positions at the highest level for arguably the best team in Europe. And honestly, when you watch him, the thing that stands out most is not his passing, not his dribbling, not even his versatility. It's, as I mentioned before, it's his maturity. He plays like somebody 5 years older than he actually is. And he's been doing that since making his debut for PSG. Do I think he still needs to improve? Yeah, of course he does. Sometimes you want him to take maybe more risks. Sometimes you want him to be more decisive in the final third. And sometimes try and maybe grab the game by the scruff of the neck and try and dominate it. But that's the exciting part, because if he's this good now, and I'm saying he needs to improve in those areas, that is absolutely crazy. That means he's going to be an absolutely top player in the future. The fundamentals are already there: the technique, the intelligence, the composure, the physical profile, the tactical understanding. And that is exactly why any reports linking him with a move away from PSG are so fascinating. Do I think they would sell him? I don't think they want to. I think it will more come down to him and his own playing time. But we'd have to wait and see in regards to that. PSG are a very, very smart club. They might already have their future midfield leader sitting right in front of them, and they're just playing the long game. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Would you take Zaire-Emery at Liverpool? Would that be an upgrade on players like Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister, Curtis Jones? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, people. Stay blessed, keep the same energy, and I'll catch you guys real soon. Peace!